I think the neat thing about green or going green today, we interviewed some very smart men and women on this subject. Keith Weed is the CMO, global CMO of Unilever as an example. And he shared with us that all they did, because they're a multinational conglomerate, and Unilever has a product in 1 out of every 3 households in the world. So when you have that kind of economies of scale, you can do things very small that measure very big. And what they did is they pulled water out of their soap products.
In taking water out, concentrating the detergent, it's enabled to have smaller packaging. It's lowered the shipping costs for our customers and storage costs on shelf.
And in doing that, they saved $400 million on their bottom line. So did Unilever do this because they wanted to be looked at as green or sustainable? The answer is no. They did it because it was profitable.
When there's a win all round, there's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't make the planet benefit.
So if you can use green and make more money, it's the proverbial win-win. And that's part of the thesis of our movie, is that not just us, but all corporations together making these baby steps in the right direction can actually help save the planet. And I know that sounds really like holier than thou, but our director of our film, my business partner Jeff Rosenblum, believes that in his heart. And he says that all the time. Companies aren't choosing it because they want to be looked at differently at a brand level. They're actually choosing it because it makes them more money. Walmart, I think most people can agree that Walmart's focus is not on people loving them. I think Walmart's focus is, as one of the most successful capitalist companies ever, they actually started building wind farms in Texas because it's a fixed cost. So they can say, oh, we know this is my energy dollar now, and by doing this with renewable energy, I can actually budget and plan accordingly to to handle a company that has 2.3 million employees. Is green cool? Yeah, because at a capitalist level, it's doing good things. So you really can't ask, as a consumer or anyone else, for a company to do something that's green and then the company loses money in that effort, because the only organization that you have to report to as a company is your board and your shareholders, and that's what Walmart does well. I think with a lot of innovation, even with green, I don't think they have to go out and ask the consumer, right? Henry Ford, one of my favorite quotes ever about asking the consumer, they said, well, he said, if I asked the consumer what they'd want, they say they want a faster horse, right? So the idea behind it is, if you went out to the consumer that was buying Tide or was buying Axe or was buying any of the products, I don't necessarily know they would say, I won't buy your product if it doesn't have some green initiative to it. And I think that's really where green is going. I don't think people are doing it because they're trying to be cool.